Hey, sophomore girls and who else? That's it? That's it? Sophomore girls? Okay. All right. So we are like halfway through 1-5, I think. I said to do like all but like the last two problems. So we've got like three, I think. Yeah, three kind of story problem looking things. Okay. So the first thing that they talk about, shh, you boys in the corner. Shh. Okay, they talk about a profit, cost, revenue situation going on here. So they have like the cost of something is, however, like M is usually the cost per item and B is usually like your setup fee, right? So M is the variable cost per item, B is the fixed cost. So like a setup fee or whatever it's talking about. Then they also have like a revenue function. So the revenue, the amount of money, so if this is what it costs for me to produce those items, right? This is how much revenue I'm going to gain. However much money I decide to sell that item for, times the number of items that I sell, right? So let's say I have, like I'm producing tennis shoes or something. Well, let's do t-shirts. Let's do t-shirts, right? T-shirts. Let's say I have a $20 setup fee, which is what they usually charge you at like the big places. Okay, and it costs, let's say, $15 a shirt, because they're expensive, right? $15 a shirt. Actually, you know what? No, wrong. That's not what it costs them to do. That's what they charge. So let's say it costs them $5 setup fee, and it costs them $5 per shirt, right? So it would be like 5x plus 5. That's what it costs them to produce the shirts, right? But they're going to charge you way more than that. They're going to charge you like $20 a shirt, let's say. So their revenue is 20x. That's what they've got going on, okay? Then the profit will end up being that revenue, which is 20x, minus your cost equation, which was 5x plus 5 or whatever that is, right? Like that's how we set up and we do the profit equation, okay? So if we combine our like terms, 20x minus, don't forget that this negative is distributed, so minus 5x minus 5. We've got 15x minus 5. That is our overall profit equation, depending on how many shirts we sell, right? So if we only sell one shirt, we're still making $10 profit, right? Okay, and the profit goes up from there, right? Okay, so like combining how much it costs us to produce an item versus how much we're selling, we're going to subtract those two. Revenue minus cost will give us profit. Okay, whatever. They're going to do that here in this next example. At a summer art show, a vendor sells lemonade for $2 per cup. What is that? Cost, revenue, profit.
Revenue.
That's revenue, right? Okay, so $2 per cup. I'm just going to put this off to the side. R of X is going to be $2 per cup, so 2X, right? 2X. The cost to rent the booth is $120. So my cost equation is something, right? Plus the $120 that it costs to like rent the booth, right? Okay. Furthermore, the vendor knows that the lemon, sugar, and cup collectively cost about 50 cents each per cup. Okay. So 0.5x is how much it's going to cost me. It's costing me this much plus the $120 for the booth, and I'm charging 2x. Okay. Write a linear cost function to produce x cups of lemonade. So the cost is this one. I'll just put it back over here. 0.5x plus 120. Okay. The revenue function is 2x. I'll just put it there. Write a linear profit function. So profit is revenue minus cost, so 2x minus this guy. And don't forget that when you do that, you put him in parentheses because I need to distribute that negative through. Don't forget that, right? So this is minus 0.5x minus 120. Yeah? So my overall profit equation for part C is 1.5x minus 120. Now, I've got to sell quite a few cups of lemonade in order to even break even, right? Yeah. That's a huge like setup charge for only charging $2 bucks a cup, right? If you've got like a
still 80 cups to make $120.
Yeah, right. Like that's yeah. Oof.
So you're not even.
Yeah, you're not gonna make a whole lot. Like if you're getting charged $120 for a booth, I would sell them for like $4 or $5 a cup of lemonade, which may mean that your number of sales is gonna go down, but your profit might go up. I don't know. Does that make sense? Like people aren't gonna buy it if it's $5 I mean, I'm gonna buy it because I know it's supporting like a child whatever. So the difference between $2 and $5 is not going to make a difference.
If you're
But
setting up in like a busy place, like a college or whatever,
Loading
you're probably gonna
roof.
get a
they're
lot
not
more.
gonna whatever. Okay. All right. How much profit will the vendor make if 50 bucks of lemonade are produced? So profit, 50 cups, not 50 bucks. 1.5 times 50 minus 120, right? Okay. 1.5 times 50 is $75. 75 minus 120 is like, I don't know, is that 45? Negative $45. They won't make any money if they only sell 50 cups of lemonade. Woo! How much profit will be made by selling 128 cups? So P of, I should put 128 here. P of 128 is 1.5 times 128 minus 120.
72 bucks.
72 bucks? Positive 72 bucks?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, we made $72, but that's 128 cups of lemonade. Holy moly. Determine the break-even point. Dylan already did this. So that would be like P of X equals, what I'm doing here is break-even means I want to find where the Y value ends up being 0. I want to know when like this value ends up being 0. So,
You need to sell 80, not 50.
right? Not 50. That should be an X. That shouldn't be a number. That should be an X. Bleep. That's what I'm trying to solve for, not 50. I'm trying to solve for that, so that's X still, okay? I'm gonna move the 120 over, so it's a positive 120 equals 1.5x, and then we divide by 1.5, and Dylan said it was like 80 cups, right? I have to sell 80 cups in order to break even. Okay.
She was whistling at Dylan, and that's inappropriate.
Don't count on me. I'm
whatever.
free.
Okay, good? Happy with that? All right, let's go on to the next thing. Example 7, writing a linear model to relate two variables. Now, here's the deal. They're going to give you data that does not like completely represent a linear function. For example, like these guys, not all of those dots are perfectly linear, right? Okay, so here is the deal. You're doing a line of best fit, right? But they're going to tell you that you're going to use this dot and this dot to find a linear equation. If you use two different dots, you will get a slightly different linear equation, correct?
Whoa.
Okay? Now, if you have the computer do it, it's going to do a line of best fit, and that will be the same for everything, right? But if you're manually calculating the slope between these two is going to be different than the slope between those two, etc., right? So it will be slightly different depending on what points you use, unless you use a calculator to do it for you, okay? All right, so suppose that x represents the age of an adult. We've got these 2 points. Write a linear model. Linear, y equals mx plus b. What are we going to find first? The slope, the m. y2 minus y1. So this is I'm going to say that's the second one. 130 minus 118, all over 51 minus 21. And that is like 12 over 30. 12 over 30, which reduces if I divide by 6. 2/5. 2/5 is my m. Okay? Now I want to find the b. Which one do you want to plug in to find b?
The 21.
The 21, 118? Sure. 21 goes here, 118 goes here. 2/5 of 21 is really gross. It's like 0.4 times 21. So like 8.4.
What?
Are you following me? 0.4. 2/5 is 0.4. 0.4 times 21 is 8.4. Do we get it? Minus 8.4. Minus 8.4. So your b value is going to be like 109.6, right? So final answer, y equals 2/5. I'm going to just go ahead and put everything in decimals. Do you see where I got that? Okay. I did the 0.4 times 21. That was 8.4. Subtracted over. That's 109.6. Yeah. And I just put everything in decimal form. Okay. Interpret the meaning of the slope. 0.4 is the slope. Let's talk about slope. It is the rise over the run. The rise is this guy because that's the y. The run is this guy. So we are doing 0.4 what?
When you're rising that much, your blood pressure every year.
Rise 0.4 BP blood pressure in, I don't know, this is systolic, so that's the top number of your blood pressure. Per year, you get older. Yeah, that's part B. Okay, your blood pressure typically is rising 0.4 points, your systolic, per every year you get older, right? Okay, little kids, their blood pressure is like way smaller than like what adults are. Okay.
Mine's way smaller too.
Right. Well, yeah, because your heart is pumping more blood the older you get, but also like your heart is bigger. So the pressure,
Decreases.
I mean, like, yeah, it has more blood to go through, but it's going through a larger thing. So like your blood pressure, I don't know.
Should stay the same.
Should stay the same, but it doesn't. The blood pressure for little kids is because they don't have any stress in their lives, whatever. That's not why it increases, but anyway. Okay, so whatever. That's part B. Use the model to estimate the systolic blood pressure for a 55-year-old. Are we plugging in 55 or does it go off of something different?
It says estimate, so you don't plug it in.
No, you do plug it in. Even though it says estimate. 55, year 0 is going off of like age 0, so we do plug in 55. 0.4 times 55. And the reason why it says estimate is because this isn't going to be the exact blood pressure of a person, right? Okay. So we still need to plug it in, but this won't be exactly, what is it?
No, plus 109.6.
Plus 109.6.
Come on, Ella. But that one's not even hard to. You do that in your head. Well, we have a calculator, so we don't need to do it.
131.6. Okay, that's all right.
So you
Wait, where?
do it in your head.
Cal-
That's your systolic. That is the top number of your blood pressure.
That's high.
That was fun. Are we done?
High is like 140/90.
And tape them up.
Okay, now you have to do one of these on your homework assignment, and let me show you how this works. So, let's do this. This is gonna be so hard for me to do while you girls are not here, but that's okay. Grab your graphing calculator.
No.
Go.
No.
Graphing calculator.
I hate
Graphing calculator. Graphing calculator.
Oh, we're doing line of best fit.
Yes, we're doing line of best fit. This is the last question in your homework assignment.
Woohoo! Can we actually do
So, first thing that I want you to do, I'm going to try to bullet this out, and hopefully these girls can, get caught on. Number 1 is, do you know how we turned our stat plot off?
Yeah.
You want to turn your stat plot on. So go second y equals to the stat plot, right? And turn your stat plot, your first stat plot on.
Hooray!
How do you turn it on?
Okay, you click the first one, and then you hit over to on, and you hit enter. And it should be black on on. Got it?
So we're gonna go.
First stat plot on. Okay? Good?
Okay.
Okay. Maybe go into your y equals and turn all your y equals off. You don't have to do that step, but turn all your y equals off. Either delete out all your equations in there or whatever. Okay? You don't have to do that. This is optional. But it might not graph things. It might graph lines and you might get confused. Okay? So turn your y equals off. Okay? Number 2. Now we're going to enter data. Enter data. Okay, steps. You're going to go to stat, edit.
Where's that?
Stat, edit. Okay, stat is like the middle of the top ish, somewhere. Stat, and you're going to hit enter or edit. Stat, edit. Okay?
Hey.
In your list 1, you're going to enter your y or your x data. Whoop. X data.
So 17.
In your list 2, you're going to enter your Y data. Okay, you're going to do this. Go ahead and do these. Enter into your list 1, enter these guys. Enter in your list 2, enter these guys. Okay, I will come help. What do you have?
I don't have it. It says.
You don't have what?
It just says stat plot, table set, format, or table.
Go stat,
Stat.
edit.
Oh.
There you go.
Couldn't find
Okay, now clear out your list 1, list 2.
Can you send me the
Now I got it.
course number?
Did you get it? Okay,
Oh, yeah.
clear. If you want to go clear.
Okay.
Nope. So you're up there. Go clear, enter, and we'll clear out your whole list. Okay, go clear, enter, clear out your whole list. Okay, enter these guys in your X's, those guys in your Y's. Yep. Now, before you do anything else, if you are done entering, double, triple, quadruple check to make sure your numbers are right. Otherwise, we're going to get to the end and you're going to have your numbers not match ours, and you're going to wonder why. So make sure you triple check that these are the correct numbers in your L1 and L2.
Dylan's taking intro to business, and Ella and I are taking intro to psych.
Figure out what your career path is and then talk to her and she'll help you build something for you.
Okay, what now?
No, shut it. Casey, I'm not ready.
She's not ready. She's not ready.
ACPL?
Make a scatter plot of the data.
No, we've already established your girly handwriting.
I don't know what this is from.
Why you,
Pisses me off during the day.
That was funny and she didn't even intend for it.
Dylan,
Yeah.
why are you so pressed?
She's actually talking about you.
Lauren, shut your red hair up.
Aw,
See, if you
you
were
have eyeballs. Look at you go.
not there.
There's so much hostility in the room today.
Let's get to
Yes, ma'am.
your TA evals on your computer here.
Oh, I get to evaluate my TAs. Oh.
Oh, they're gonna be
There's a sheet for them to complete on themselves.
Okay. Okay. Sure, sure.
Uh-oh.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
At the what?
I'm afraid.
I scored a date with the NS.
The fact that there's a quarter of school already done is wild.
I know, isn't that nuts?
Macy, you think we're gonna get good score on our evals?
Not probably not.
We're terrible. We don't do
Okay.
anything.
Yep. Right.
We just sit here and we miss.
Yep.
Okay, what now?
All right. Did you enter your data? Is it all entered?
Yeah.
No, you don't have to click enter. It's all saved in there. Okay. Step number 3. This is super important, or you're not going to see what you want. Change your window. Change window. So you just literally go to the window button. All right. Now we got to decide what we're going to change from. Our X's are going from 17 to 70. What do you want to go from?
15.
X min is 15. Y min or X max
75.
75. Sure. Okay. Y min. What's the lowest? Let's go 100 to 150.
I like it.
Sure. You can go numbers outside of that if you want to, but like that's going to be like nice and zoomed in for us. Okay. So change your window, put those in,
What do we put that?
and then what? You don't have to change the scale at all. If it changes it for you, you can just put 1. It's just going by ones. I don't ever change the scale. Okay?
Yes.
Step 4. Graph. Hit the graph button.
Wow.
Yay. Uh-oh. Did you say, does it say dimension
Mine
mismatch?
doesn't give a line.
Yep.
Mine is.
You bumped a number. Yeah.
Mine
Stats.
works per usual.
Stat. Edit. Okay, I'm going to read numbers to you. Ready? What? 17, 21, 27, 33, 35, 38, 43, 51, 58, 60, 64, 70.
Yep.
And that's it?
Yep.
Okay. You have an extra one of these. L2. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. 50, 55, 61, 60.
No. Free.
Yeah, I did that.
You didn't delete all those, did
You
you?
didn't delete those guys. Whoopsie
But I
daisy.
didn't do that on the first one either.
Well,
Pull your-
yeah, I had to go back. I had to go
Okay,
back on
so
this.
110. Okay,
How do I delete
Oh
these?
boy.
118.
Yeah.
there you go. Enter it back in. You have a longer list on your L2s. How do you clear the whole thing? You go up into list 1.
Well, yeah, I have the right numbers. I just need to get rid of
Hey.
these 3.
Hey.
Oh, okay, you just hit
Because I
delete.
had too many.
Delete.
staring,
Delete.
you freaking
What?
woman.
Yep, there
How'd
you
you
go.
do that? How'd you do
Magic.
You stop being a
That's a
freaking
delete
woman.
key.
No, I
Like a-
delete
I don't know. All right, did you graph it? What does it look like when you graph it?
It looks like a cat.
It looks like something like this. Oh, okay, this is not too bad.
Yeah, she looks
How come
We have age. No, you don't necessarily have to draw
hers are
this.
smaller than mine?
Look at Callie.
Why is what?
I want to see the song.
Oh, because she changed her things.
a filter on.
Look at the girl on the right.
He does something like this. I don't know, and it's doing, I don't know, something like that.
The fact that they like one stage is wild.
Victoria's
the
talking
first
to a new guy.
A, there you go. There's part A.
But no, go put it.
B.
I feel
Did we get to this point where you graphed him? Is he good?
Uh-huh.
Based on the graph, does a linear model seem appropriate?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I would say he's pretty well linear. I mean, he's not going to hit every point, but whatever. Okay, determine the equation of the least squares regression line. That's just like a line of best fit, okay? So we're going to make the calculator do what we want. Okay? Write an equation. We've got all of our stuff in there. To make an equation, to write an equation. Ready? Number 1, go to stat. And instead of going stat edit, you're going to go stat calc. You have to go over, hit your over key. So hit the stat button and go over to calc and go down. Whoop,
Line reg.
go down to lin reg.
Line.
Lin reg. Okay, and you want it in AX plus B form. There's 2 lin regs.
Push enter.
Sure.
And then enter again.
And then you go all the way down to where it says, and make sure it's choosing list 1, list 2, right?
What?
Okay, and then you want to calculate.
Wait, what?
Your calculator doesn't do that.
Huh?
What? Do you just push
What?
enter?
Do I press calculate?
How do I get
Yes,
to
go
count?
down to calculate.
Okay.
0.5105.
Enter.
Okay. It will take you to a screen where it says like y equals ax plus b, where a equals something and b equals something. Give me the a. Point. Okay, hold on. What?
0.51. Wait. Oh.
Okay, call me-
Mine's the opposite way.
Okay.
Yes.
Rewind.
5, 6. Okay. That's a 6.
No. And then.
Okay, whatever. B.
104.2.
104.2. Okay, so the line of best fit is y equals 0.5106 x plus 104.2. Do you remember what our equation was?
Can we get out of that?
Y equals 0.4x plus 109.6. Ours was pretty darn close to theirs. And we just used 2 points. They took into consideration all of the points. So this is the line of best fit.
Why is mine backwards?
Yeah. No, it's not. It's the same data, kid. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. That's the same. We're still doing blood pressure data stuff. Okay?
Why is mine backwards?
Because you didn't choose the right leg. It's fine. It's fine if you did it. It's fine. So you go to stats. Calc. And you're gonna go down.
Oh, I
to
went
leg.
to
You
this
went
leg.
one. Yep, you went that one. AX plus B. It's fine if you do it the other way. It's not gonna like give you wrong answers or whatever, but it's like backwards. Yep. Okay. There is C. Determine the least squares regression line. Now, do you want to know something fancy?
Huh.
You can do this. You don't have to do this, but you can do this. Go to your y equals button and type in this. Then hit graph, and it will put it on there for you.
Yeah, I did that.
Go to the y equals button and type that in on your y1 or wherever, right? Go to your y equals button, type that guy in, and then hit graph again, and it will graph that line, and you can see him like do a line like this. Whoop.
Yep, that's what mine is like.
I don't know.
Desmos. How come her dots are smaller than my dots?
Because her dots are formatted differently. So you go to second stat plot,
Graph.
and when you go to your plot, you can choose whether it's that, or that.
That is literal magic.
Your mark. Do you want it like a box, a cross, or a dot?
I really don't care.
Okay, that's how you change it though.
Shut up, witch.
There you go. Be nice.
132.283.
You're ragged.
Okay, D is asking us to fill this in for 55. 0.5106 times 55 plus 104.2, and what do you get?
132.3.
132.3. Do you remember what we got up above here when we did our stuff?
130 something.
131.6. That is pretty darn close, okay? We picked some good points up there, okay?
Has a higher blood pressure than we thought.
Good, good. But this equation was based off of only 2 points. This one is based off of all of the points taken into consideration. There you go. Okay?
Can we get rid of
Good.
all of those?
Yes. All right, beautiful. This is what your last question on your homework is like, I think. Girls, if you can't figure out how to do that, I will help you tomorrow. Okay. All right. There you go. Goodbye.